Welcome to today's episode of Art on Skin, where we delve into the fascinating world of tattoos. Whether you're just curious about tattoos or contemplating your first one, this episode is packed with essential tips and interesting history. I'm your host, Appiah-Thompson.
And I'm Mark Sanderson, your co-host. Today, we'll guide you through the journey of getting a tattoo, from selecting the right design to understanding the significance behind it. Plus, we'll touch on some important safety considerations.
Let's start with the most crucial factor: design. Choosing a tattoo design isn't just about aesthetics, it's about personal satisfaction, which means it's vital to select something you connect with. Tattoos are permanent, so you want to make sure you're happy with your choice for a lifetime.
And speaking of choice, there are really two main categories when it comes to tattoo designs: custom and simple designs. Custom tattoos are unique. They require more time and artistry, which can make them costlier. On the other hand, simpler designs, those more common designs, tend to be quicker to complete and less expensive.
Exactly, Mark. And then there's the question of color. Tattoos can be done in black ink, which often stands out more due to its high contrast on the skin, or in color, offering a broader canvas for creativity. But, as with anything unique, colored tattoos can also be more expensive. What are your thoughts on color versus black ink?
Well, I think it largely depends on the individual. Some people want vibrant colors that tell a story, while others prefer the classic look of black ink. Either way, it's a personal choice. Now let's talk about placement. Where on the body do you want your tattoo? This brings its own set of considerations.
Right. Placement is crucial, not just for aesthetic reasons, but also for visibility and pain tolerance. Do you want your tattoo to be easily seen by others, or do you prefer it in a more private area? Everyone has their comfort zones.
And speaking of comfort, let's touch on pain tolerance. Different parts of the body have different sensitivity levels. For instance, areas like your ankles or lower back are typically more painful to tattoo, while places like the upper arm or back of the shoulder tend to be less sensitive.
Absolutely. And while we're talking about health, it's essential to address safety precautions surrounding tattoos. Getting a tattoo does come with health risks, notably the potential for infections or allergic reactions to pigments.
Yes, just like with anything involving needles, cleanliness is crucial. This is why it's paramount to select a professional tattoo parlor. Keep an eye out for things like cleanliness and how the artists handle their tools. If needles aren't opened in front of you, that's a red flag.
Speaking of professional parlors, how do you go about finding one that feels right for you? It can be overwhelming with so many options out there.
Great question. Start by considering recommendations from friends who have tattoos. You can also look at tattoo magazines or research establishments online. Pay attention to their atmosphere. Do you feel comfortable there? That can help ease any nerves you might have about the process.
Once you've chosen your parlor and your design, proper aftercare becomes paramount to preserve the beauty of your tattoo. It's shocking how many people skip this part. Your artist should provide you with aftercare instructions, and it's important to listen to those instructions rather than relying on what friends might say.
Right, Emma? Aftercare includes things like keeping the tattoo clean and avoiding soaking it in water. Also, sun exposure can decrease the quality of the tattoo as it heals, so be cautious about that. It can make a difference in how your tattoo ages.
Shifting gears a little, let's travel back in time. The practice of tattooing has ancient origins that date back to around 3000 BC. Isn't that incredible? Evidence shows tattoos on mummified bodies and artifacts, not just in Egypt, but across many cultures.
It's fascinating how tattoos were perceived so differently across time and cultures. Originally, tattooing served various purposes. It was for decoration and identification, marking things like social status, especially among early Romans. It also held significant cultural value as rites of passage in various communities.
Exactly. And think of sailors in early U.S. history who collected tattoos as souvenirs of their travels. Every tattoo tells a story. Plus, the actual methods of tattooing vary dramatically across cultures, with techniques like pricking, scratching, and even wood carving historically.
What we're seeing is that tattoos are so much more than just art on the skin. They are rich in culture and personal meaning. Whether done with contemporary or ancient techniques, each one is a unique story waiting to be told.
So true. To wrap up this engaging discussion, remember, choosing a tattoo is deeply personal and requires thoughtful consideration. Take your time finding a design you love, a safe parlor, and remember that aftercare is essential.
And don't forget the historical significance of tattoos. They have been a form of expression for millennia and continue to evolve in artistic and cultural contexts. We hope you've learned something new today.
Thank you for joining us on Art on Skin. We hope this continues to inspire you or at least demystify the tattooing process. Until next time, keep exploring your artistic pursuits.